going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And today we're going to talk about Kelly Clarkson getting divorce rape, as men would call it, as she has to pay out over $1.3 million in spousal support to her ex-husband. Now, she's basically going to be paying him about $115,000 in alimony. She has to pay that until January of 2024, so that's going to add up to about $2.7 million. And she's getting about $45,000 in child support for the child, which is going to end up averaging out to about $500,000 a year until the child is 18. Now, first of all, before I explain why this is good for men, and it's really good for women too, honestly, unless you're a housewife type, it might not be as good for you, but it might still work out for you too. Keep watching, okay? Before any women say it, because I've been hearing women say this left and right, well, why does she have to pay child support if she's the primary caregiver? Because they have joint custody. So at the end of the day, when you have joint custody, it doesn't matter if you have the kid for 5 days and the other parent only has them for the weekend, you still have to pay. Whichever parent earns the most has to pay, because you have to keep the same standard of living for the child when they switch houses. Men have been dealing with this for years, so deal with it. But let me now explain to y'all why this is a good thing. This is a good thing because women, unlike men, when they think something's unfair, they don't make podcasts about it and cry about it for 6-8 hours online. They make things happen. Women bond together, like I tell y'all all the time, like a transformer, and they make Optimus Prime, and they make Megatron, and they get shit done. Who's the #1 voting demographic in the country? Women. So as women start to earn more, you're going to see this happen more, and the more that this happens, and they start to think that it's unfair, we see them complain. Every time this happens, they complain when it happened to Mary J. Blige, etc. They're going to eventually pass a law to end this. I repeat, they are going to gang up, and they're going to pass a law to end this. Now, people always say, well, you can't use celebrities to judge what's going to happen in real life. I'm not using celebrities to judge what's going to happen in real life. I've been telling you guys, if you follow this channel for months, that women and millennials, Gen Z and Gen Z Alpha are going to either equal or probably surpass men in earnings. You can see it happening now. Women are out educating men. Okay? That's going to equal out to something. Y'all can keep saying college doesn't matter all you want to. That's going to equal out to something at the end of the day. You got to understand, the only reason you see a big wage gap now is because the baby boomer generation is still alive. Might not be as many of them as there was, but they're still alive, and a lot of them did not work at all. So zeros kill averages. And even in Generation X, the feminism movement was just starting to get going. So a lot of them worked, but a lot of them weren't necessarily educated. A lot of them weren't necessarily skilled. They were just trying this thing out. But what you guys got to understand is now with millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Z Alpha coming up, women are fully expected to be a part of the workforce. Everything is done nowadays from a monetary standpoint, considering that you have 2 incomes in the household or somebody is making 6 figures or above, okay? That's how everything is set up, because the expectation now is that women are working. They're no longer expected to be housewives, okay? Only 10% of men make 6 figures. 45% of women who have a man who makes 6 figures are housewives. But guess what? Again, only 10% of men make 6 figures. That means the vast majority of women are working, okay? And like I said, they're all educated by men. So I've been predicting for a while, but by the time I get like 50 or 60, we're going to see that wage gap close, and we might even see women surpass men. So you're going to see more and more. It's not just going to be celebrities. I even know women in real life who are paying child support and stuff like that. It's not just celebrities. You're going to see more and more women having to pay alimony, having to pay child support. And like I said, they are not going to stand there and take that. They are going to go out there and do something about it. They're going to get some laws passed. They're going to get some stuff done. Eventually, women are going to save everybody who thinks that the current marriage laws are unfair, because they're going to get them changed so that you just leave with what you came with. Women are going to be the ones who force that to happen. And that might be a good thing for everybody. Like I said, maybe not the housewives, but everybody else, because I honestly feel like once that law gets passed, the women are going to get that law passed. Once that law gets passed, it's going to take away a big deterrent of marriage from both genders, because now you don't have to worry about, what if I get married to this person and it doesn't work out and they take half my stuff. Women are going to ensure that that's not something you have to worry about anymore. If you guys ever dated elite women or high value women, you know they don't play about their bag. They'll bring a prenup right up to your ass. See, the thing that holds men back a lot of times is we have a natural instinct. We don't want to hurt a woman's feelings, and we care about how they feel. We're naturally protective. So we might not want to bring up a prenup because it might hurt her feelings, okay? We might not want to bring up a prenup because we don't want to have the argument. Women don't give a damn. I repeat, women don't give a damn. If she got more money than you, she's going to bring up that prenup. She's going to make sure all the business facets are worked out. As a matter of fact, if she's a doctor or a lawyer or an author or something like that, she'll tell you straight up, hey, I'm hyphenating my last name. I'm not changing it for business perspectives, because they don't have that natural care about your feelings, because that's not not how they're wired. They're wired to be nurturing and caring towards the kids and nurturing and caring in like a housewife way, but not as far as worrying about hurting your feelings or making you upset or making you cry. So they don't care about that. They're going to get the business done. So remember that I said this before it happens. As the years go on, okay, women are going to continue to make more and more money. You're going to see more and more women getting put on child spousal support. More and more women having to pay child support, and they are going to go to the courts, and they are going to get these laws changed, and eventually you'll just come in with what you left with. If you came in earning zero, then don't get me wrong, you'll probably still get alimony and support, but otherwise, if you had any type of income, you would just leave or be expected to go back to whatever you were doing before this person came. So really, this is good for men, but like I said, this could be good for women too, unless you're that housewife type, because that come up as far as I'm going to have your baby, or that come up as far as I'm going to get married to you, then divorce you, take half your stuff, it's going to be deaded, and it's going to be deaded by women. Just remember that the prophet told you that, okay? Alex told y'all that. I'm Alex, and I'm out. Peace.